Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be using the Pampered Pooch 12x12 collection kit, and then we're going to use some colored cardstock from the My Colors cardstock variety pack. This is the Pampered Pooch, so it will coordinate beautifully, and we're going to be using Pink Punch and Tropical Surf for our cards today. And we're just going to use the cut-apart. So that's the great thing about cut-aparts, is you can create quick and easy cards. The pattern papers that we're going to be using today is, of course, the cut-apart sheet. This is called Sewed Spoiled. We have Dog Couture, and then we also have accessories. Now I'm telling you the names because most of your favorite craft store will sell these 12x12 sheets individually. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for just the pattern paper, it's nice. They're actually double-sided too, you can see here, but your favorite craft store sells them individually. So let's go ahead and trim down some cut-aparts. We're going to make 3 quick and easy cards. This little piece here stole my heart. I just love doggy birthdays. We actually had a black lab. We're going to trim away this and use this on our card, along with this one here that's right below us. And we're also going to trim away this one here that says Bougie Dog Mom. How cute is that? Okay, we're going to put the rest aside. And for my first card, we're going to go with the Bougie Dog Mom. We'll put these off to the side. What I'm going to do to stretch this is I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to fussy cut around my dog here. And then I'm also going to trim away Bougie Dog Mom. So we have our cute little dog here, and then we have our Bougie Dog Mom, which I did cut in half. I'm going to go ahead, while we're at it, and flip these over. We're going to add some foam adhesive behind here. For my background, I have both colors of the My Colors variety cardstock. This is Pink Punch, this is Tropical Surf. We're actually going to use Pink Punch in our background, and I'm going to adhere this to a side folding card base right on front. With the Tropical Surf and our pattern paper, I also brought in some white cardstock. I'm going to be bringing in a die set. This is the Photoplay Papers Nested A2 Arches die set. For some reason, I always associate arches with any kind of animal theme because it kind of looks like a doghouse. So I'm going to create a arched background. So I'll take this arch, which will be the largest I'm using today, and I'll die cut this out with white cardstock. I'll take one size below this, and I'll cut that out with my Tropical Surf. And then the smallest, I'll cut out with my pattern paper. And then what we're going to do is mat all 3 of these together. Now we have 3 arches, and to mat them it's very easy. I'm going to take my middle arch, mat it on my largest, and then I'll take our pattern paper and we will layer these all 3 together. We have a piece of our pattern paper here. This measures 4 1/4 inches wide by 2 1/4 inches tall. We're going to go ahead and glue this to the very bottom of our card front. I had already glued my cardstock to the front. This is a great way to extend your cardstock, your colored cardstock. The nice thing about the My Colors variety cardstock is there's different textures and patterns to it. This one has like a linen or a woven texture, which is really nice. I'm going to take this panel and I adhere it to the front of my card base all the way on the bottom. I'm going to add some color. And then I have, this is a little less than 1/4 inch strip of the same blue cardstock that we used here. So I'm going to use my glue, and I like to cover my seams. So we're going to use the glue and cover this up. Okay, we're gonna add our bougie little dog here. And then we will add our little sentiment. And now we're going to add a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to bring in some glitter, and we're going to go over the bow on our little dog hair, and then also on our little bag. And I'm also going to bring in some gems. And on our little bougie dog's shirt that he's wearing, we're going to add some gems. And that will finish my first card. We're going to jump in to our next card. The next card is going to be pretty easy. I'm using this cut apart sheet. Now this is longer than a card base. So what we're going to do is trim off a little off the left and a little off the right. But before we do that, I'm also going to take my scissors and I'm going to fussy cut around all the dogs, just leaving a little bit of a border. So this is our cute little puppy background. I chose a blue background. This is the My Colors Variety Tropical Surf because there is blue, a blue outline around each of the dogs. So it's going to fade back into this colored cardstock because it matches perfect. I am going to pop this up with some foam tape for a little bit of dimension. But before we do that, I'm going to kind of measure where I want to put this. And then I have some of our pink cardstock. This is Pink Punch. I'm going to add a thin bead of glue at the very bottom. And then I'll add my Pink Punch right over the top. Like so. And then I have a strip of the diagonal stripe paper. This is a 1/4 inch strip by 5.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and add it right over the seam. Wonderful. Now I want to bring some twine in, some white twine, and I'm going to add it over that stripe paper, and I'm going to tie a bow off to the left. So I tied a bow off to the left, and I did put foam tape behind it. I'm going to take my card base. We're going to add our card front panel to the very front. We'll place our cut apart right over the top. So now we have a little bit of dimension. We have lots of fun stickers in here. And I thought Spoil Your Dog Day was super cute. And I will remove the release paper. And we're going to add this we're going to add this right across the cake here for a little extra dimension. And then we have a little heart here. I'm going to go ahead and add that just above the cake. Cute. And we need to add sparkle since it's Spoil Your Dog Day. So I'm going to use those same glitter glue, and we're going to go over the party hats. And we'll go over the collar here. Wonderful. And that finishes this card. For my final card, we have an A2 panel with the same Tropical Surf cardstock. We're going to adhere this to our card front. And then I have a panel here of the striped paper. This measures 3 3/4 inches wide by 5 inches tall. We're going to layer that on our card base. Once this is adhered, I have a panel that is 3 1/4 inches wide by 4 and about 1/8 inch tall. What I did was I lined it up against my cut apart, which I trimmed down. So if you were to mat it, you'd have a little bit of a border, but it's just, I'm going to take this panel and I'm going to place it on this cardstock at a diagonal. And with this panel, I am going to add some foam tape behind it. But before we do that, I'm going to bring in some more of that white twine, and I'm going to tie a bow up here to the top of it. Okay, so we have our bow tied. I put some foam tape behind here. We're going to lay this right in the center of our card. Wonderful. And in our sticker sheet, there's the same exact image here. We're going to take that, and for a little extra dimension, and I'm going to use my anti-static powder and just tap away the tackiness of the sticker. This way when it mails, it's not going to flatten. And then I can remove the release paper. And they're about the same size, so we're just going to add a little dimension and pop this little couch right up. And we also have some more of those hearts, and I'm going to take those, I'm going to trim, I'm going to keep the tails of my bow a little bit long. I'm going to take the hearts, you want to make sure that they're the same size. So we have a heart that's sandwiched between the end of the twine. And then I'll do the same thing to this end. We'll add a pink heart here. We'll add it to the top, and then I'll put one on the bottom. We'll flip it around, and I'll add a green one on the reverse side. And I think that worked out really cute. Let me see. For just a little playfulness. And then we need some sparkle on this card too. We're going to bring back our glitter. We're going to add a little sparkle to our Pampered Pooch's tutu, and maybe to the pillows here. For a little bit of dimension. And that will finish that card. So here's a look at the 3 cards, the very quick and easy cards that we created today with the super adorable Photoplay Papers 12x12 collection kit called Pampered Pooch. I hope you enjoyed my projects. I wish you a lovely day. Thanks so much for stopping by. We will see you again real soon.